Good morning, YouTube. Sometimes I'll be wondering about this thing. It does what it want to do. But hey, it is what it is. Running a little bit behind this morning. It's one of those, it's one of those you don't want to get up moments. Seems like they become more and more, more and more as it goes. But that's okay. That's all right. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it done anyway. The difference is I'm in Central Time Zone right now, so I have to get up an hour early, stay on track. 5 a.m. My 5 a.m. time. But my body be like, I don't want to get up. It's 3:30 a.m. That that's we don't have to break down this stuff. This one, I think I've been pretty good. I've been coffee lately, but coffee gonna have to ice this morning. I really don't even think too big this morning, except for that, you know, daggone DeSantis. It's funny how, you know, um, these conservatives they pick on black folks, you know, it's it's indoctrination in the AP African American studies. Funny how they want to change history again. History has been told correct since day one. The accomplishments of African Americans and stuff like that. Good morning, welcome in. I'm a little bit behind it as usual. Um, I think it was time to get some coffee this morning. I'm just saying I'm an hour behind. I'm in Central, trying to, you know, get myself going for Eastern. Body was like, I don't want to get up. You know how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna dedicate it. Which means I get six to nine. Falling, falling behind this week because I decided not to take a certain load that, you know, kind of a little dangerous to back into. But my decision is still a good decision. Why? Because, you know, I can just say, okay, I'll do it. And then next thing you know, I back into a doctor, wind up backing into something. The next thing you know, I don't have a job. So I'd rather just have a little less in my paycheck for that reason. See, these driver managers, they think it's easier than pie doing this crap than it ain't. But I am kind of reminded of a story. I'm sitting there with the coffee break is, you know, years ago when I first started. Can you guys hear me? Getting back on the screen. Years ago, I was Oh, oh, breaking up some. Okay, wonder. Let's see something here. Yeah, probably, probably. I don't know. Early in the morning, who knows? Um, I'm reminded of a story. I remember where, like, you see my camera right now is facing towards the front, and I remember I think I was in Missouri, St. Louis, St. Louis. I was in the truck stops outside of St. Louis, and I had noticed this woman getting out of you know one of the trucks across the way from me, and I was sitting there for a minute. And I noticed that woman. She went knocked on another door, and then got in that truck, and then a few minutes later left that truck and walked down the road and knocked on another door. And it was this was a continuous thing. And I'm like, wow, the women around here, they're friendly. It just ain't dawned on me what was going on until like, a couple of minutes later. I'm like, hey, is that what I think that is? Oh, okay. That might be. I think I think my earpiece is working correctly. Oh, what it is. I think my earpiece isn't working correctly. Hold on, let me see here. Let's see. Let's see. Well, if I mess with the wrong button on this daggone thing, next thing you know, you turn it off and then turn it back on. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. How about that? I just reset my earpiece. Probably it's probably like it's probably hooked up to the phone. So yeah, I'll try to talk a little bit louder. Put that back in the mouth. Oh, okay. But again, I'm looking around and I wonder, hey, there's some friendly people around here. They just going from truck to truck, and you know, I didn't know no better. I really I didn't know no better. It's certain things that just don't click, and when it clicks, you be like, oops, I feel like an idiot. Another thing today, they got me. I'm leaving early, so I wait at the shipper for this load. Uh, not no at the consignee. Consignee is the person where I drop the load off. It's only tanks, so it take them what 10, 15 minutes. It probably take me longer to back in the dock to get it to them. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. Okay. Uh, I, I believe it was number two. But bro, I've seen some yo, I've seen some stuff out here. I remember I was somewhere in Phoenix, out of Phoenix, Arizona, and this sister came up to me. I'm heading on the truck. She was missing her front teeth, and there was some type of um uh uh tube coming out of her back. I mean, literally coming out of her back and into something, and asked me asked me the question, and I looked at her and I was like, no, 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 no. I'm good. Thank you though. I'm being polite when I'm like, oh no, no, I'm good. Thank you. No, thank you. I got a team. I'm a team driver. I can't be doing things like that. And I walked away like, oh my God. You know, some people it, it gets scary out here, but I'm like, yo, some of the stuff can be really, really. I'm trying to be polite about it. I'm gonna say it like this: there ain't that much desperation in the world. God, you know. But uh, stopping too early for my not brewing the full cup. It's like brewing a third of a cup. Yeah, but I'm going. I guess they sent us a message across. These onboard computers normally called Qualcomms, but the one I use probably don't on every city. You know, he sent a message like, "You guys are sleeping too long. You're in your sleeping rush for too long." They expect you to be a robot to do you exactly your 10 hours, and you need to start driving. I understand that when I'm on a time constraint, yeah, I'll do that. But a lot of times, if my body says no, I need some more sleep, or I could get to sleep quick enough, if they think you can just close your eyes and just drop to sleep, that's a danger. And I'm not, I'm not talking crap, but when my body tells me no, when my body tells me no, I listen to what my body says. I say, you could be making more money, but you gotta realize that some of us, even though we we lay down and sleep. And you normally it takes me an hour or two extra. I'm still doing my I'm still doing more than my exact drive time. You know what I mean? So I could have complained. I wanted to say something, but normally I start to learn that sometimes you just need to shut up, just do your job, let your job speak for you. you know, let your job do what you needed to do, and keep moving forward. Uh, I I'm learning a few things about the YouTube algorithm. Uh, I'm pushing the envelope. I get more videos with the word golf course, like golf course mower, golf course aerator, working on my golf course this, talking about golf course that, and I'm running I'm running that to death, and I'm getting a lot of views because I'm doing that. I need to find, I guess the next uh, the next keyword in my algorithm on my page. When I start using these keywords, I'm gonna keep using them till they dead, till they dead and gone. You know. Oh crap! Really? Dang nabbit. Let's see here. Let's see here. Hold on, brother. Let's see here.
Okay. I think it's because we are sitting. I think you've got my um my phone microphone is not hooked up to my earpiece, but we'll we'll battle through it because we are awesome people, and it's so early in the morning. We we're awesome people, and it's early in the morning, but we'll be okay. Yeah, because it's probably my phone, but all right, let me stop flapping off at the gums, and we are going to one, one. Yeah, I'm telling you that I've been actually off duty for 15 hours, so I'm probably one of the people they're talking about, but I don't care. Okay, and on duty, apply, save. But I see, I see. I have three people in there. Just whoever you are, I want to welcome you because I can't see the way I have my mounted. I want to welcome aboard. Hey, I know Mike's in there. Uh, let's see. Who else did I see this morning? Let's see. Whoever else is in there, welcome, welcome, welcome. But what else happened to me last night? My heater stopped working. I think I hit the wrong button, but eh, it, that it is what it is. You know, we'll get that. Uh, I have started my what we got to do as drivers is a pre-trip inspection. 51784. A pre-trip inspection. Got to check everything around the truck. Okay. Do, 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 do. Let's see here. Do, do. Yeah. Five, one, seven. Okay. Let's see my new. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's Oh, dang it. I hit the wrong button. That's what happens when you get old. You just be pressing buttons and don't know what you're doing. But the thing is, you got to be about, even this early in the morning, you got to be about, you know, with it. Your wits about you. You got to have your wits about you. Yeah. Because even though it's early, I'm tired or whatever, I still got to know I'm sitting between two other trucks. Can't just go to the right, can't just go to the left. Got to go all the way out and then make my turn and keep my wits about me. That's the main thing. Oh, shoot, it's cold. Boy, it's freaking cold out here. I, I, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for the summer. And then soon as summer hit, I'm going to be saying the same thing. I'm ready for the winter. I'm ready for the cold air. And I don't know. I've been saying that for the last, umpteen. times of the year, but and I'm kind of ready to start working on my lawn. I can't just be throwing stuff on credit cards anymore. I've been doing that. It's time to grow up and pay off stuff. Um, I need to start buying some more sod. I said to myself I was going to buy the stuff during the off season, which is cheaper, and I've had other priorities, which has messed up my whole plan. But I'm going to still stay on the plan. I'm trying to switch my front lawn, all of it, to Bermuda, and see if I can keep it. But I posted a video. I have um my remote watering, my remote waterers. Like, it's a little piece that you put on the hose. I didn't take them off during the winter and messed them up, which kind of, I'm heartbroken over because they are a little expensive. They were really good. They're called Hunters. I had one single one for the back for my peach trees, and then a double for the front for certain parts of the lawn that I wanted to keep watered. I would only have it come on for 15 minutes every other day, and it was working really good. So, I'm going to do that because my wife, she's not gonna get out there and water it. She says, "Well, it's going to rain this week." For your lawn to thrive, it needs an inch of water. And just because it rained once doesn't mean it's going to do it the next time. You know what I mean? And that's well, the water bill is going up. I'm trying to keep our lawn. I had a beautiful green lawn until the summer hit, and it wasn't watered enough, or I didn't have it come in right. So now I'm working on the right lawn, the right, I got, the right fertilizers and everything, but I don't have enough of the lawn. So I'm going to slowly build. That's the thing that, you guys are seeing my progression. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff. Can't stop walking. I do walking videos and cruising videos, but my main stuff is the mowing. I'm seeing that's where I'm getting my main views from. And I'm going to be concentrating more on that to get more views, more um, you know, more likes, more everything. Um, I just did a video on the hiking, and almost yeah, it almost broke me. Um, I'm trying to get back out here and walk. These truck parking lots and stuff like that are really huge. They're but when you're so into that lazy mode, it I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, but it's easy to make excuses for yourself. You know what I mean? It's easy to make oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and with everything in life. Well, I could, I'll do it tomorrow, and I'll do it the day after, and then next thing you know, it's never getting done. You know, when it needs to get done. I should be going by Walmart later on today. I gotta get some coffee creamer. I'm actually drinking my coffee black. I mean, I don't mind drinking it black, but man, you know, yeah, I done got spoiled. I got the right creamer and all that stuff, and you, you get spoiled. You know, yeah. Anything in the '70s, I think I gotta look at it. It's like the soil. the soil temperature has to be a specific temp for a lot of the grasses that I'm trying to get to grow, and it's almost about hit that temp. Um, I Yeah, that's me. I'm Captain Procrastinator. But I was trying to get ahead of the game. I laid some, but I got so many different types of grass that I just put a smorgasbord in certain areas, and I wanted to see how it did. I got me some peat moss. I had some peat moss and put it in a barrel, some topsoil, and a couple of bags of sand, and I mixed that up in a wheelbarrow and spread it. I dropped um, some creeping red fescue, which is good for shaded areas, which is a part of my front lawn. I dropped some perennial rye and some Bermuda, and I'm just a little bit early, but I know I'm not going to be home a good bit of the rest of February and a good bit of March, and that's when it's going to warm up. The other part of that is some of that grass seed is old, and I got on this. I'm gonna buy me a whole lot of grass. Hey, good morning, Blue Chicken. I'm gonna buy me a whole lot of grass seed, and didn't dawn on me that how old the stuff is. So it's kind of at this point, it's kind of more of a survival of the fittest at this point, and see what takes. And yeah, because I just I just kept on buying grass seed. I got a whole shelf in the garage full of grass seed I got to get rid of. Um, but some of the priorities kind of over overran my lawn stuff. But that's okay. That's okay because guess what? I remember struggling, and I remember living in a townhome that I didn't in a home I didn't own. It was an apartment. I didn't have grass. Um, I remember losing my first home because nobody. Yeah, you're supposed to know, but I didn't learn how to really get a home and keep it. Um, it's those things that we should have been teaching each other, about financial responsibility. We And you said, well, you're supposed to know. Well, some of us are clueless. And some of us need a helping hand. What I mean by help, just, you just grabbing my hand and walking me through it. Hey, bro, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to do it. We don't know. And I'm gonna use that as a segue. Is you got a lot of people that are coming on YouTube thinking that I can just get on here and talk and mumble like I'm doing this morning, which I apologize. you know, get on there, just mumble, and then I'm gonna have 8 million subscribers, and I'm gonna be this YouTube sensation. No, I'm learning that that ain't even nowhere near close. you know, you can't do what I'm doing right now. Just get on in here and winging it. Yeah, you can't just get on here and wing it. Because people's attention spans ain't that long. They be like, "Well, hey, yo, homie's boring." Yeah, I'm moving on to the next one, or the next one, or the next one. Um, but that's okay. Main reason why y'all hanging with me, I appreciate you because just me mouthing off is I'm waking up. I'm waking up, And that's the main. You're helping me this early in the morning. You're helping me get the practice of mouth, the mouth to mic to the Almighty, figuring this stuff out. You're helping me do that slow crawl from this amount of watch time hours to this amount of watch time hours. I don't want to be that person that listen to my silent, YouTube video. I'm gonna have it pointing at the lamp, and I just hope that you will enjoy it. No, y'all seeing real life here, buddy. This lazy good for nothing don't want to get up and get his behind to work and move forward. But that's all right. I got my coffee made, and we heading out. Hey, what's that song? On the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again. Yeah, yeah, I can wait. I can wait. I don't want to do no work, mommy. I just want to get paid. But that's all right. That's all right. That's okay. Um, we're gonna we're gonna figure it out. One thing about see, I think it's Parkland, Texas, or some weird spot. But boy, I gotta get I gotta get going. Y'all be proud of me. I'm on. This is day 3 of back to my keto lifestyle. You know, I'm like that. The guy Dave, the keto dude. You know, because I actually I have type 2. I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I need the low um the low carb lifestyle. I'm not gonna say diet. As soon as you say diet, then you try to hold on. So just a second, guys. I'm at the gate, as you can see. How you doing, bro? Darren Banks. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Need the last four. Okay, last four is 5139. 5139. 5139. 5139. Yes, sir. All right. You too, buddy. Yeah, you got to tell them all that so you can get out the gate. Boy, it's kind of it's a slippery slope when first start driving because yeah, it's a little, it's only 48, so it ain't bad. But when you put too much heat on you, oh shit! Whoa, didn't see that car coming. Yeah. Oh, okay. We better wake up. Okay. Well, well. Okay, now it's time to get to work. Which, hey, but what I'm saying is, all the time, you know, I gotta watch how if I turn the heat on too much, then I'm gonna get tired again. It's like a catch 22 doing this. You know what I mean? You know, it's weird. It's like a catch 22. So put a little bit of heat on, then turn it off, and then on and off. Then you feel like a zombie after a while. Yeah, yeah, like a little zombie. Oh, okay. But you can see even though you got folks are waking up already. I, when you start seeing a whole bunch of cars out here, I got up at 3:30, just laid there, looked around YouTube for a minute, then said, "Hey, I'm supposed to be online," but I'm still working on the steadiness of trying to be out here and trying to have a morning talk and those things. But it's yeah, you want to talk about the stuff that is going on in daily, but some of that stuff is depressing, and you know, especially the stuff that's going on in our lives nowadays. The fear of World War III. These Republicans, they talk about being American. You know, it's unbelievable. I walked into that's why I don't go in our terminals. You know, these these two Caucasians, I'm gonna say it like that, were flapping off about liberal Whoopi Goldberg, and they said something, and they just think it's okay that you could say all that stuff out in the open, but you're gonna catch me on the wrong day. That's why nine times out of ten, I try to stay to myself. Um, I'm the only one still walking around with a mask on, um, because COVID is not over. We got more variants. Everything's okay. But the last time I just walked around willy nilly without my mask, I got violently ill again. You know, what you guys don't realize is this is still, even though there's a lot of people out here, there's a lot of still a lot of prejudice, a lot of bigotry out here. Um, being a truck driver, but it's a part of being who we are. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's easy. It, it royally sucks, but it is what it is. And that's all I can say about that. But you know, these Trumpers think it's okay to just flap off his gums and nobody's gonna say nothing. It's funny how you know they switched from the rebel flags to you see all these pickup trucks with different color American flags. It's just as disrespectful for you to have that American flag out there all tore up and dirty and everything else, or you got an American flag as a mud flap. That's disrespectful to the flag too. But you guys you're supposedly so pro-American, but you have no problem overthrowing the government, and you can't, not doing it the right way. You'd rather, uh, you know, uh, gerrymander the voting folks and think you're going to scare somebody not to come out and vote, and to keep these nut jobs in there. You know that's why the United States is the way it is right now. You know the people that have laid below the water line and just pop their crazy nut job heads out and thinking, "Well, I'm pro-American." No, you're really not. Pro-American is voting different ones in. Yeah, if y'all won the voting cycle, we're gonna work on it next time. But it's supposed to be about the American, about us, the American people. You know, uh, this DeSantis nut job. You know, it's funny. This guy thinks he's gonna become, the next president. But these same people, these same pro-Americans, gonna see that last name DeSantis. They're gonna, that's a Cuban last name, but this is a white Anglo-Saxon Cuban, you know, and don't realize that there's other colors of Cuban out there. I'll give you a prime example. My wife, her grandfather was Cuban. She speaks Spanish. Blew me away. I didn't even know it when I first met her. Because when you met a family, they just get as country as heck, and I'm like, wow. But I'll give you an example. When we were on the boat, it's funny as an African American, the subtleties, the little subtle stuff. I didn't say it on Armstrong Adventures because this cruise channel. I don't want to be negative on him, but I can say it on mine. Uh, when we were on the cruise ship, it's funny how when you're on the elevator and you notice there's only African Americans on the elevator, and the elevator ain't packed. And I've noticed this a few times when we were on the ship, and you could tell they weren't, the normal white folks that wouldn't get on the elevator with us, but it was Cubans. You could see that. Oh, no, no, we'll wait for the next one, or we'll wait for. And it's the subtle things, like when we were dining, in the dining room, we were surrounded by Cuban family. They speaking Spanish. My wife was telling me what they were saying, and we had one group. They were just extra quiet and didn't want to sit next to us. And we weren't acting the fool or anything. But guess what? Guess what? The next day they were gone, and a different group was sitting there. And normally, what you see is, um, you see the same people every night, but they swear they didn't want to sit next to us. And this is what, like it's like you think you're beneath, that we are beneath you. Oh, man, I paid my money too. I'm not walking into the dining room with my pants drooping down to my butt. No, I'm in a suit. I'm wearing a suit jacket. I'm acting very civil, but we're not good enough for you to sit next to us. This is the subtle things that you notice, you know, uh, when you're out and about in the world. But we have to live there. Like you hear, like certain people come up and touch your afro or your hair. I wish a fool would. I break your dang arm. I wish you would. I promise you. You will regret. Oh, I like to feel your hair, and that's why I always wonder. And it's nothing personal, but oh, my phone fell off the mount. It does that every once in a while. I think I got it on there wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Yep. Hold on. Let's see about getting it back on there. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. Really? Okay. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those mornings, guys. All right. Sorry about that. But I just can't see the, you know, like right now. It's my at my age. I'm gonna use me as an example. my I used to have beautiful hair. My father actually hair was straight. You know, I tried to be like him. I had actually had blonde, blonde streaks. I guess the, you know, I actually had blonde streaks on the right and left side. Well, all you see, all that when you see that my hair grows out, my beard grows out. I had very light blonde streaks in my beard. Um, those, but I'm not trying to keep that. I know I'm old, so I just cut all my hair off. I don't need fake hair in my head or or a toupee to show you that I'm a beautiful person inside or out. You know what I mean? I don't need to have, you know, different color hair or whatever. Hey, to each his own. That's I don't need that. I don't need to be a, another race or ethnicity to be who I am. I remember growing up, I was called a wannabe because I was light skinned and I want to be white. No, I want to be Darren. I'd rather be dark. I always wanted to be a darker person. I wanted to be like everybody else. I didn't want to have these green eyes where I can't see a daggone thing. I wanted to be like, other folks that I hung around with, Uh, but we have people that, yeah, you think because you are like DeSantis, because you're Cuban, that these Trumpers ain't with it. They probably think you're Mexican or something, you know. I'm just saying. But you want to down other black people. Well, this is indoctrination, and but yeah, because guess what? We're not as strong as other ethnicities. I'm not even gonna say certain races or groups because boy, that get you canceled real quick. But our people in African American studies, have been murdered, raped, and pillaged, and everything else more than other folks, but you don't see, we don't see you cutting them out. I'm just saying. I'm just think about it. I'm not one of those power to the people, people, but I'm not an idiot either, you know. Um, but let's try to get a little positive. I'm way off negative. Next thing you know, I'm about to cook. Well, let's see here. What exit? Okay, I'm supposed to be getting off at this next exit. Y'all see that little? I hate these little concrete barriers. They ah okay. Four, okay. Mm-mm. Alrighty. Well, y'all can see I'm just as clueless as ever this morning. But hey, it's all right. We'll get there. Might not get there quickly, but we'll get there. I wish I could see what y'all typing in there. 'Cause I see a big long, a big long paragraph. But I think you would prefer me to be driving and being safe. So we're gonna stay with the driving and being safe. But it goes back to our personalities, and we as fellow content creators and anybody else that's coming in to listen is this: we got to stay positive. We got to try to uplift each other. You you homestead guys, y'all kind of you're wearing off on me. I'm thinking, I want to grow something. I'm trying to be like, oh, well, um, yeah, I've been growing stuff. Yeah, grass, but I want to, I got two peach trees that I'm gonna start working a little bit harder on. I have a avocado tree that's actually growing really good inside my house. Um, I'm gonna start with something simple, maybe like a tomato or a jalapeno pepper plant. Cause I love jalapenos, and something that's pre-made that all I can do is water, and then from there I'm gonna start try to grow one or two things from seed and see how I can do. And then again, I'm gonna strap that sucker to this seat, and because I get a lot of light, you know. Um, this is like Mike said, I can have me a little microclimate in here, because I don't have it freezing in here. Um, it makes you think, it makes you really think because you know Led Farmer had said, I'm thinking I just started watching him um about owning land. It's funny how our kids don't understand. Um, I just became when my father passed. I just became part of a land trust. It's land that's been in a part of my father's family since slavery. There's actually slaves that are buried in a graveyard on that land. It's a total of 145 acres. I'm one of 30 people. Depending on your lineage, how much percentage of the trust you will actually have a say in. But I found out one of the people that's doing all the work, the groundwork to get it all in a trust name, he's saying a lot of people want to sell it. See, we so quick to sell stuff instead of keeping it in the group, in the family, keeping it, or and say, hey, how about if I offer you to buy me out? Because look, it's 145 acres. I would rather you divide it up or whatever my piece is and give me my piece of it. I'd rather keep the dirt. Like for 3 or 4 acres, I'd rather own the land itself, as long as I have, right of way access to wherever that piece is on the property. But that 145 acres, they say about 40 acres of that is viable land that they lease out to a um a cattle farmer. But guess what? We could it's anywhere you could actually get a logging company come in and say, hey, what can we get if you come in and chop down and clear out these trees and take it to the whatever? What can we get? You get a percentage of that because it's your land. You're saying, come over here, cut this down, log it out, and then rent the right stuff to ground the roots down. There's a machine that you come in and I'd lose my mind, have a ball, come in there and just grind it all the down land and then let it, you know, clear it out and become more farmland. But see, we don't think like that. I'd rather you sell it now so I could get some Gucci, a Gucci bag and Louis Vuitton this. We think about it, guys. The Gucci and the Louis Vuitton and all that stuff is for poor people, because billionaires and millionaires don't wear that crap. They wear regular clothes. They don't want you to know how much they got. So why are we thinking I need a Louis Vuitton and whatever? Them people don't like us. They don't want us wearing their stuff. You know, they don't. Think about it. But we don't think that way. I'm going. We're gonna sell it. And you notice when you sell stuff like that, the government gets like 35%. It's a big amount of money that the government takes in taxes. So you're throwing away a good chunk of that. All right. And after that, you're throwing away your heritage, and someone else is going to use that same land and going to keep it. You always talk about generational wealth, but we don't teach that to our kids. Our kids would rather sell it and just keep it moving. Well, guess what? It's come to the point where now you better keep that house. You better keep grandma's house. You better keep that, because you ain't going to be able to afford to get it on your own. I remember we paid I think it's like 169 for our house when we first got it. My house is in the 300s. I can't afford that if we try to get another house. That's why you see me out there fixing stuff, and I fixed my I ripped my fence down and put another one up around around my AC unit. I'm about to start painting and do this and do that, and I got to get all this stuff done before I get too old. And I can't do it anymore. You know, we don't think about the generational wealth to hold that property. My niece was my mother's caretaker. I couldn't do it because I'm on the road. She convinced my mother to sign everything over to her. I could afford it. My sister could afford it, but I just decided to let it go. She convinced my mother to just give us some money. Well, grandma, we'll buy this Airbnb, and she took that same money, put a down payment on an apartment, and took off after my mother passed. She owned the freaking house that my mother passed in. But instead of you being a smart criminal and selling that house and making more money, she just left it. I had people, call, and it went into foreclosure. Well, you could have just left it to the right people. And I'm not even saying me. My oldest sister loved my mother to death. She deserved that home, and let her do whatever she wanted to with it. That would have been the right thing to do. But no, if it would have been up to me, I would have took out a loan, fixed that house up, and rented it out, and kept it in the family. But we don't do that. That generational wealth, we don't do stuff like that, because we ain't got no daggone sense. That house was almost paid off. I think my mother owed 30 grand on it. Isn't that sad? Freaking sad. But I'm trying to teach my son now, about credit cards, about that generational wealth. When it comes down to that land trust, they want to sell it. Look, I don't want to sell it, and I know other people that are in the trust don't want to sell it either. Keep it in the family. That's how you see these millionaires and billionaires. It's called old money because they keep it in the family. We don't learn that. We'd rather sell it and have a new car that don't last for freaking. These cars don't last long. Right now I'm investing my money, my spare change. I'm investing my money in stocks, and I'm investing my money in cruise ship stocks. I got 300 shares of Carnival Corporation. You know, when everything gets back to normal, I'm gonna be getting dividends from that. So hopefully, but we'll see. But see, we need to start looking at, again, I've said it before. Every people are, you got people that this is a supplemental for them. There's the YouTube. I, I'm making friends. I'm healing past wounds doing this stuff. I'm learning new things. I'm learning new things about life. Watching you guys how to plant and how to do this and how to cook that. Uh, these are the things that are helping. You learn. You got folks that pray for you online. You don't. These are the things that we need to understand. Use that to our benefit. Use that to our enlightenment, and then have multiple streams of income. You know, I there's a person I tried to reach out to. I'm trying to give you the business. They've never gotten back to me. I wanted to get some shirts made. Never gotten back to me. I even sent him a message. That person a message yesterday. Hey, I sent you a message on Instagram. Never gotten back to me. I'm trying to give you the business. These are the things that we need to realize that when you got somebody's trying to give you the business, trying to help you grow, um, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. And don't say, well, you didn't, nobody wants to help me. Well, someone's trying to give you the business, but you don't get back to it. That generational, you grow what you got, you know. Try to be and try to stay positive. It's not easy a lot. It's not easy most of the time, but it is what it is. We grow and we live, we learn. And then we mumble like I'm doing this morning. Like I'm doing this morning. Well, and I forgot. I always forget. Well, if you're listening on the remix, thank you for stopping by. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you. Y'all are good folks. I'm making good friends. It's funny how God works. I'm making what He knows I need. Making you guys are my internet friends. We'll probably never in life meet up. But one of the things about being a truck driver, it's a very lonely profession. Don't get me wrong, I'm good right now because I got a good woman. We talk every day. I thank God for her. Um, I'm more of a introvert. I don't really like to be around a whole bunch of people. It makes me nervous. I don't really like to be around crowds and stuff like that. So being out here by myself is really not that bad. I just need to go food shopping. Wait a minute. You just reminded me. What am I'm trying to figure out? Oh, I was wondering. I thought missing some money, but actually, I didn't get it yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. We'll figure it out. But who knows? Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this live. You know, I'm gonna work on a better subject for tomorrow, and just want to say thank you for coming by. Thanks for helping me wake up this morning while I drunk my coffee and almost got into a few accidents. But just know that you guys are greatly appreciated. Know that if no one else loves you, I love you, and so does God. So You guys have a nice day. If you're going to sleep, good night. If you're waking up, let's get it. Let's get the job done. And y'all have a blessed day. I will see you tomorrow. Hey, good morning, Sweet Ree. But I said, hey, I'm going to end this right now, and we're going to finish the rest of our day. I should, by the time I talk to y'all tomorrow, I'll be somewhere in Louisiana. Good night. Peace out.